Okay, so let's start seated. I'm loving kneeling on a block at the moment, but whatever works for you. And then close your eyes down and just get a sense of your spine like naturally upright. So you want to feel as though whatever it is you're sat on is helping you to align your spine with like the most minimal amount of effort. And then this sense of letting your shoulders move away from your ears. Just let your breath move in naturally, no force, no strain. So our focus for tonight is all about transforming the energy of anger into peace. And it's based in this philosophy that all energy is transformable. Like there's a finite amount of energy that's available to us, and it transforms and changes and moves and morphs into other things. And remembering that our emotions are also energy. In fact, emotion means energy in motion. And so things like anger and rage and all of these kind of feelings that we tend to suppress, they're totally transformable. We just kind of need to know how to do it. So essentially what we're doing today is we're just learning how to transform energy. We're taking an emotion that is often stifled, and we're learning how to move it into something that is useful. In Tantric Hatha, we work with the colour blue. Blue is the colour that brings about peace, calm, serenity. And the energetic vibration of blue is used to dissolve anger and transform that into peace. This is the alchemy of yoga. Take a deep breath in through your nose. Long, steady breath out through the mouth. And then open your eyes. Come off your block. Keep it nearby though. And then come to stand. So feet are going to be a little bit wider than hip width. And we're going to work through like just 4 Uddiyana Bandhas. We'll do one together and then a couple alone. So bend your knees a little bit. Bring your hands to your thighs. We'll do the movement first with no breath. So you'll inhale, lift the chest and chin. As you exhale, you will round, so the chin comes in towards the chest, and then when all the breath is out, the navel draws in towards the spine, and we come back up like so in Uddiyana. So we want to keep, in fact, no, we'll actually just stay rounded. So keep rounded as you're drawing the Uddiyana in, and then when you need to breathe, relax the belly, and then you'll inhale, chin lifts. Do the same again. So let's do one round together, and we'll see how we go from there. Exhale everything out. And then inhale, lift up through the chest, the chin, spread out through the collarbones. Exhale to round. Bring the chin in towards the chest, balloon into the upper back. Once all of the breath is out, keep the chin tucked. Pull the navel in and up towards the spine. So you're really, it's like a vacuum in the navel center. Drawing up a little bit on pelvic floor as you keep the abdomen drawn in. And then when you need to breathe, relax the belly first and repeat the movement. So we do that 3 more times. Think about the contraction of the navel being this movement that stokes the fire in the belly. So we're igniting the navel center. One final one. And again, as the navel contracts, feel for this sense of drawing up on pelvic floor. Keeping the navel contracted, that drawing up of the pelvic floor just stops any energy leaking downward. So we contain everything at the navel center. When you need to breathe, relax the belly, come all the way up on the inhale. Bring the feet to about hip width on the exhale. And then we'll bring the hands to the hamstrings, so just underneath the butt there, so chest widens and broadens. And then we inhale, lift up. Feel for length through the front of the body, and as you exhale, hands slide down the backs of the legs. Take the back of the neck is relaxed. We come all the way up on the inhale, chest opens, collarbones spread wide. And then we fold again on the exhale, go all the way down. This time stay down for 1 full breath in and out. See the belly balloon as you inhale. And then contracting back as you exhale. Keep letting the neck go. Come all the way up on the inhale. Folding forward again as you exhale. Back of the neck relaxed. Up into a halfway lift. Inhale, flat back. Folding forward on the exhale. Let the neck go. Come all the way up on the inhale. Chest opens. Collarbones spread. Forward fold again on the exhale. The back of the neck relax. Come up again, halfway inhale. This time fold for 4 as you exhale. As you're feeling in for the breath, like a little bend through the knees, and feel for touching your belly onto your thighs best you can. This sense of feeling the breath fill completely through the belly as you breathe in. And sensing the navel drawing back and squeezing out all of the breath on the breath out. Next inhale, come all the way up. Release the arms by the side, chin to chest as you exhale. Come to step at the top of the mat. Feet can be about hip width apart, a little bit closer together. And inhale the arms skyward, so lengthen, lengthen, lengthen. As you forward fold, exhale, let the back of the head relax. Take an inhale, halfway lift, lengthen. Chin stays tucked. Then take the left knee back for low lunge as you exhale. The arms come up on an inhale. And then staying with the shoulders relaxed as an exhale. It's this sense of feeling like a little bit of press through the right heel, just to feel the pelvis lift a bit. but also relaxing in on the exhale. So this tension of opposites, this effort and effortlessness. From there, bring the right hand to the right thigh. Inhale, left arm reaches up. And then twisting as you exhale. Today, bring both palms to touch. So hands are in Anjali Mudra. And we're using the left elbow to twist to the right from the navel center. There's an option to stay here for a few breaths. If you want to go a little deeper, tuck the toes under and lift the back knee. Concentrating on feeling for effort through the legs slightly. A let go through the right side of the neck. And a deep internal twist from the navel center. Take one more full breath in here. Soften as you breathe out. Come back to low lunge, arms skyward on the inhale. And then plant the palms and step forward on the exhale. Forward fold all the way, let the back of the head go. Then come all the way up, inhale, arms reach. Keep the chin tucked slightly. Forward fold again as you exhale. Halfway lift, inhale, flat back, chin stays tucked again. This time step the right leg back, knee down as you exhale. So same thing, arms come up on the inhale. We want to feel like the front knee and ankle are relatively stacked. There's a pressing through the front heel, that's the left heel. But at the same time as you press, there's a slight softening through the pelvis. So you inhale up through the sides, place the left hand on the left thigh and exhale, twist. Have the palms together. Left elbow skyward. And then from there, as you inhale, crown of the head reaches forward. And that twist that comes from the navel again as you exhale. Feeling for a let go through the left side of the neck. And this sense of twisting through internal organs, but at the same time, feel for softness there. So we don't want to really ram ourselves into the twist. It's gradual with each exhale. Come all the way back on the inhale. Plant the palms, step forward on the exhale. Fold, let the back of the head go. Little bit of knee softness. And take a full feeling breath in here. A full exhale, like really empty the lungs completely. Then come on up into chair pose, feet together or apart. Shoulders soft, a little bit of a back bend through the upper body. Gaze is straight ahead on the horizon, so not looking down, not looking up, just straight forward. I'm going to be here a little while, so the breath will work like so. We inhale up into the chest, feel the chest, the armpits, the upper back. Exhale to contract the navel as the belly draws back towards the spine. We go again, inhale through the chest, armpits, upper back. Exhale, navel contracts to the spine. And again, we allow the little bit of irritability or whatever it is that's bubbling up here in this pose, whether that's frustration, bit of heat. We continue to breathe into the chest, upper body, upper back. And contracting the navel on the exhale. From there, inhale, straighten the legs. Lower the arms as you exhale and pause there for a moment. It's a full feeling breath in through the back of the body. Navel draws back and the breath out. And then setting up for dynamic pyramid, take the left leg back. The right foot is forward. Now, the ideal, we want the pelvis to be tracking straight forward. So whatever you need to do with your feet to get that is perfect. Okay. And then bring the right hand to the sacrum and the left arm straight up. Ideally, keeping the bicep by the ear, we take an inhale to lift and lengthen, and an exhale to extend forward. It's coming all the way down, keeping the arm by the ear. We go again, inhale to come all the way up. And an exhale to extend forward, to lengthen, to reach. All the way up on inhale. Exhale to extend and lengthen. Last one, come all the way up on the inhale. Extending forward again as you exhale, left hand to the floor and then right hand to the floor. Take an inhale halfway, walk the hands forward a little, setting up for revolved half moon. The left leg lifts. Left hand stays firmly planted on the floor as the right arm reaches skyward. So I want to feel for the inner thighs squeeze into the midline. As the back leg reaches active, the toes face straight down. And again, we want to feel like there's strength, sure, like we're supported, we're steady. And then a slight twist of the navel as we breathe out. One more feeling breath this way. Stay for the breath out. Both hands to the floor, lower the back leg back to pyramid as you breathe out. Inhale onto your fingertips, get a little bit more length through the spine. And exhale to fold over the front leg, back of the neck relaxed. Settling the breath down after that little bit of movement, so come back to stillness in the body, stillness in the mind. And start to feel in for this cool attitude. The way we do that is by not straining beyond what is available today, it's keeping it just within what's manageable for us. Next breath in, bring the hands to the hips, come all the way up as you inhale. Step to the top of the mat as you exhale, arms by the side. Take a full feeling breath in there. A full breath out. And then take the right leg back. Left hand to the sacrum. Inhale the right arm up. Bicep stays by the ear. As you exhale, extend forward. Keeping the spine super, super long. Come up again on the inhale. Pressing through the legs. And extending forward on the exhales. Growing the spine a little bit longer. Come all the way up, inhale. And extending forward again on the exhale. Last one, come all the way up, inhale. Extend forward on the exhale. And this time both hands to the floor. Take an inhale, extend the spine, walk the hands forward. Right hand stays flat. Right leg lifts for revolving half moon, left arm up. So again, we squeeze both thighs into the midline. As we inhale, the crown of the head reaches forward, so length again through the spine. And then we exhale, guide the twist from the navel. So all of our awareness and our attention is at the navel center today. This is the seat of prana where the energy begins to build. And then we use the breath to direct it into places that it's needed. So take one more inhale there to lengthen the spine. A twist on the exhale. Then both hands come down, back to pyramid. Come up onto the fingertips on an inhale. Chin stays tucked, the spine is long. And folding forward on the exhale. Let the back of the head go. Come back to a steady breath. Maybe in 4, out 4, something like that. And letting the tension dissipate from the back teeth, separate, skin soft, brain heavy. And then hands to the hips on the inhale, press through both legs, come all the way up. And step to the top of the mat as you exhale again, arms by the side, shoulders away from the ears. And then stepping back so you're at the middle of the mat. And we're going to inhale the arms up. And start to lift up onto the heels. So we're up on the balls of the feet, the heels are lifted, zipping the inner thighs, inner calves together. And then start to open the knees, but keep the heels lifted as we come down into what is original Malasana pose. So the heels are lifted, the knees are out wide, and the arms extend forward as the heels then start to reach towards the earth. So we're reaching heels down, knees out, and arms forward. Chin is tucked, the neck is long. And then we've got 5 breaths here. So the option to stay here in this version of Malasana. If you're playing with crow pose, Bakasana, bring your arms, your triceps to your shins and start to rock your weight forward. Maybe 1 foot lifts, maybe 2 feet lift. Work to get your heels up towards your butt if that's where you are going. And then starting to feel for straightening the arms as best you can. So another couple of breaths wherever you are. And then we slowly lower down. Feet back together, knees out wide. We come back to Malasana. The chin is tucked, the spine is long. Take one more feeling breath into belly. And then lower the sit bones down as you breathe out. So we're seated. Preparing for boat pose. Now you can do this with knees bent. The idea is we want to feel the chest lifted. Otherwise we start to straighten the legs. We'll do 3 rounds. We'll cross the legs and come back to this position in between each one. All right, so knees are bent, feet are on the floor to start. Arms go forward, knees lift. See how that feels, like get the spine nice and long, prioritize that part, and then extend the legs if you can, if that's there today. So even though you'll feel this quite a lot in the top of the thighs and the hip flexors, try to get your awareness into your navel center as best you can there. Release, cross the legs, hands on the floor. Sit with a tall spine, chin tucked. And we come back again. Knees bent, arms up, legs straight, whatever you're working with. Feel for the lifting of the chest, collarbones spreading, and awareness at the navel as best you can. And release, cross the legs, plant the palms, lift up again, chin tucked. And then we go last time. So again, knees can bend, arms out straight or legs straight. Even though the hip flexors are working, you might even support the backs of your legs. If you're fatiguing, you can hold the backs of your legs. Remember, we want to feel this as a priority in the navel center. So supporting where you need to get that connection. Release, plant the palms, spine long, chin tucked. Take an inhale there. As you exhale, plant your palms and come down onto your belly. So I'm just going to move my mic. Hopefully you guys can still hear. We're coming into a few different versions of locust pose. So bring your forehead to the mat and take your arms by the side. So forehead down, arms by your side. And for the first version, we're going to inhale, lift the arms, the chest, and both legs. Keep the chin tucked. So you can work with the arms by the side. If you want to take the arms forward, you can. But for me, I like just to build into this a little bit. So keeping the arms by the side, keeping the chin tucked, keeping the chest, collarbones spread wide. This sense of lengthening and extending through the spine. I take one more full feeling breath in there. Stay for the full breath out. And then release, forehead to the floor. Let the body relax. Take an inhale. And a full exhale. And then the next version can be exactly the same, or if it's available, clasp your hands. So hands are clasped at the lower back, the forehead is on the floor. We inhale, lift chest, arms, thighs again. Legs are zipped together best you can. Feeling inner thighs, inner calves squeeze. Heart moves forward. Elbows in. Slight bend through the elbows. And then feel into where your navel connects to the mat there. Feel when you breathe in, the belly press into the earth. And when you breathe out, the pressure of the earth press back. Let's do one more inhale again. Feel for length rather than lift. Stay for exhale. And then release. Forehead to the floor again. Take a full breath in. And out. And then press back to child's pose. Let's take a few breaths there with the hips back towards the heels. Knees out wide and the arms extend forward. And see if you can re-regulate the breath. Bringing it back to in for, out for, as you calm the mind and the nervous system. And then from there, we slowly come on up. And setting up for our Ardha Matsyendrasana. So we start with the right leg on top. The left leg can extend forward if it's a little bit tricky. You can also sit on a block here, but we're going to be holding this for a little while. Okay, so the right hand comes behind. Inhale the left arm up, and then as you exhale, the left arm outside of the right thigh. And again, we want this sense of uprightness through the spine. So noticing if we're rounding to try and get the bind, back the bind off a little bit, get the spine long. That's where the energy is. That's what we're interested in. And then once you're set, you feel your sit bones plug down, you can press through the inner right foot. Close your eyes. And whilst you stay with a steady breath in this pose, we'll be here a little while longer. Just take your awareness to your eyebrow center, to your mind's eye, and start to sense, see or feel the colour blue in this place. So however that comes to you, whether it is a sensory experience or it's visual, it might even be that you hear the word blue. And from there, we just very slowly come back through centre. Pause there. Hold your right knee in towards your chest and keep your spine long. Let the jaw soften, the eyes soften. And then change sides. So same thing again, we can have the bottom leg extended. The left hand comes behind, inhale, the right arm reaches to get length, and then we hook. So whether it's a hook or a bind, whatever it is that allows you to feel the full expression of the pose, but remember the spine stays long. It's this sense of the back of the head over the lower back. And this twisting from the navel center again, still there. Once you feel fully set, close your eyes. And again, take your awareness to your mind's eye and see, sense, feel, or even hear the word blue. You start to see this energy as it floods through the mind and the brain, the skull bones, the whole of the head. And come on back through center on the breath in. Hold the knee into the chest as you breathe out, and again, spine upright. And release the legs. Setting up for Paschimottanasana, so the legs extend forward. You can sit upon a block or something if you need a bit of lift through the pelvis. And we inhale the arms up. We extend forward on the exhale, keeping the spine long and the chin tucked. And we inhale halfway. Re-lengthen the spine again, keep the chin tucked, and then as we go forward, we want to keep any rounding out of the spine. So that might mean we don't go as far as we're used to going, and that's absolutely okay. It's almost like the chest does a little bit of cobra action. Not quite. And then again, in this pause, staying with the steady breath in and out. Nothing rushed, nothing strained. But starting to see the breath as you inhale, moving down the spine, all the way to the tailbone. And as you exhale, see the breath moving back up the spine, up towards the crown of the head, through the back of the neck. A few more times like that with the breath. A little bit like you're washing out the spinal cord with pure breath. Next inhale, come all the way up, reaching the arms skyward, lengthen, sit bones plug down. Releasing arms by the side as you breathe out, palms plant if they can, spine upright. And take an inhale there. And then making our way to Shavasana on the exhale. The legs are out wide, a bit like a starfish, chin is tucked, the neck is long. Walk the shoulders away from the ears, palms upward facing. Allowing the body and the mind to rest here. Maybe a minute of abdominal breathing to mark the entry into this pause. Start to bring awareness back to the body. And it's taking the time slowly to transition to one side, left or right. And slowly come into seated, whether that's kneeling or cross-legged. Somewhere where you can be comfortable for 15 or so minutes. So use a wall or cushions to support where you need. But just a place where the spine is naturally upright. Legs don't need to be crossed, they can just extend. I'm going to work with a breath called Samavriti. How that goes is we breathe in for 8, out for 4. We breathe in for 8, we hold for 4. We breathe out for 8, we hold out for 4. So it's in 8, hold the breath in 4. Out 8, hold the breath out 4. Before we do that though, we'll work with just a few rounds of 3-part breathing, which works this way. We inhale, expand the belly first, then the side ribs, then the chest. And then we exhale, let all the breath out as the navel draws back. So let's just do a few rounds like that together. So inhale into the belly, the side ribs, the chest. Exhale, navel draws back as the whole body relaxes. So go again, inhale the belly, the side ribs, the chest. Exhale, the navel draws back to empty the breath. Just a couple more like that. Letting that go as we take a breath together in through the nose and out through the mouth. We inhale for 8, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Hold the breath in for 4, 2, 3, 4. Exhale 8, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Hold the breath out for 4, 2, 3, 4. Inhale 8, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Hold the breath in for 4, 2, 3, 4. Exhale 8, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Hold out for 4, 2, 3, 4. Inhale 8, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Hold in for 4, 2, 3, 4. Exhale 8, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Hold out for 4, 2, 3, 4. Continue on in your own count. Finish the round you're on and do one more complete round. Once that round is complete, just allow the breath to move back to a natural flow. No strain, no counting. And then with your eyes closed, take your awareness to the navel center. In the navel center, start to access all of the residual frustration, reactivity and anger that's not being expressed yet. So that might be a felt sense of this feeling, it might be a memory that pops in. Be really open, but begin to collect whatever residual anger, rage, irritability, resentment is held there in your body, and collect it at the navel. In order for this to transform, we need to acknowledge that it is here first. So call it all into the navel, call it all in. Once you've gathered all this at the navel center, inhale it all up into the chest. Hold the breath here as you call in blue light. Fill until the whole entire chest is eclipsed by blue light. Whether you see, sense, feel, say, fill the whole of that area with blue light. And as you exhale, send a stream of blue light up to the head. As you feel in for peace, tranquility, calm. We go back to the navel. We call this in again, so any rage, anger, irritation, frustration, anything residual, bring it to the navel center with all your effort, everything you can muster to bring it there. Once you've got it all at the navel, inhale it all up into the chest. Hold your breath there. Call in blue light. See this blue light flood the whole area of your chest. Every nook, every cranny, every area of the upper back, the armpits, the collarbones, the chest. As you exhale, send this stream of blue light up towards the head. Feel this sense of ease, calm, tranquil mind. And continue with this a few more minutes back to the navel to collect. And inhale all the way up into the chest. Hold and see blue light. And exhale up to the head, blue light. Keep going. Complete the round you're on. Settling your awareness back at the navel center again. Do you feel the breath move in and out of this place? And then we inhale blue light through the crown of the head, all the way down to the navel. So blue light from the crown of the head, all the way down to the navel. Exhale, flood the navel with blue light. We go back again as we inhale through the crown of the head, blue light, crown to the navel. And then exhale, the blue light floods that whole area of the navel center. Front, sides, back, whole area. We go again back to the crown for a final time. So we inhale blue light through the crown of the head to the navel. Exhale, fill that whole entire area with blue light like flood. The sides, the front, the back, and the very center of the abdomen. And then release the practice completely. Bring your awareness back to the breath. Noticing the quality of energy that's pulsing through your body in this moment. And bring the hands to the heart. As the thumbs press just lightly into the chest. We lift the chest up into the thumbs just slightly. We bow in gratitude to the lineage of this practice, passed only verbally, in an unbroken lineage. We bow with grace and gratitude to each other. Namaste.